Hello students, I'm your online teacher Anamika Jha and today we will learn addition and subtraction of integers. Before we start addition and subtraction of integers, let's have a quick recap about integers. The collection of whole numbers and negative numbers together is called the integers. -1, -2, -3 and so on is a set of negative integers. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on is a set of positive integers. Non-negative integers includes 0. Addition of integers. The addition of two positive integers is simply the sum of two positive numbers. For example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. The sum of two negative integers is the same, except that the answer will take a minus sign. For example, -2 plus -3 is equal to the sum of the two numbers 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5, with a minus sign, -5. When you have one positive and one negative integer, you must subtract, but answer will take the sign of the bigger integer. Ignore the signs of the numbers and then look which one among them is bigger. For example, 2 plus -1 is equal to 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. Since 2 is greater than 1, hence the answer is positive. Next example, 2 plus -3, which is equal to 2 minus 3, which is equal to -1. Since 3 is greater than 2, hence the answer is negative. Answer will take the sign of the bigger integer. Next topic is additive inverse. A number that when added to a given number gives 0, then the numbers are called as the additive inverse of each other. Opposites add to 0. Opposite numbers are always the additive inverse of each other. So A is the additive inverse of -A and -A is the additive inverse of A. Let's take some examples. Numbers such as 3 and -3, 2 and -2, when added to each other give the sum as 0. So they are called additive inverse of each other. Addition of integers on number line. Integers can be positive or negative numbers. Adding positive integers is relatively straightforward. So first we will see addition of positive integers on number line. Let's take one example. 4 plus 4. So we will start with the point 4 on number line. And we will take 4 jumps towards right. So we reach at 8, which implies 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. One more example, 1 plus 6. So we will start from point 1 on number line, take 6 jumps towards right and we will reach at 7. So 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. Next topic is adding with negative integers. To understand adding with negative integers, we can take one example from our day-to-day life. There are two persons. One person has $6 to his credit and the other person owes $2. If counted together, what is the total amount of money they have between them? Owing $2 can be represented by -2. Adding -2 and 6 together can be shown as -2 plus 6. Now we will find out ways to solve this. Adding with negative integer can be done in two ways. First one is adding to a negative integer. Let's take one example. Minus 2 is a negative integer. So we are adding 6 to a negative integer. We will start with the point minus 2 on number line and we will take 6 jumps towards right. We will reach at 4. Therefore, minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 4. Second way is adding a negative integer. Let's take one example. 6 plus minus 2. So in this case, our starting point is 6 on the number line. And we will take 2 jumps towards left because we are adding a negative integer here. So we will end up to a point 4 on number line. Therefore, 6 plus minus 2 is equal to 4. In both the ways, the answer is same. Let's take some more examples of adding with negative integers. This is an example of adding to a negative integer. Minus 5 is a negative integer. We are adding 4 to a negative integer. So here we will start with minus 5 on number line. And we will take 4 jumps towards right because we are adding a positive integer. So we will take 4 jumps towards right and we will reach at minus 1. Therefore, minus 5 plus 4 is equal to minus 1. This is an example of adding a negative integer. Here we will start with a point 3 on number line and we will take 8 jumps towards left because we are adding a negative integer. So we will take jumps towards left and we will end up at minus 5. Therefore, 3 plus minus 8 is equal to minus 5. One more example, just have a look. We have completed the addition of positive and negative integers. Let's remember some rules to add integers. First rule is the sum of two or more positive integers is a positive integer. The sum of two or more negative integers is a negative integer. Second rule is to find the sum of a positive and a negative integer, just subtract the two numbers, ignore the signs, and then keep the sign of the larger integer. Third rule is the sum of an integer and its opposite is equal to 0. And such numbers are called as the additive inverse of each other. Next topic is subtracting with negative numbers. Subtracting with negative numbers can be done in two ways. First one is subtracting from negative integers. Let's take one example. Minus 4 is a negative integer. We are subtracting 3 from minus 4. So we will start with the point minus 4 on the number line. When subtracting positive numbers using a number line, we move left on the line. So we will take 3 jumps towards left and we will reach at minus 7. Therefore, minus 4 minus 3 is equal to minus 7. The second way is subtracting negative integers. For example, 4 minus minus 3. Minus 3 is a negative integer. So we are subtracting a negative integer. The subtraction of integer is the same as the addition of its additive inverse. In case of 4 minus minus 3, the additive inverse of minus 3 can be used. The additive inverse of minus 3 is 3. So we can add 3 to 4 and get 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7. Here is the representation of 4 minus minus 3 on number line. We will start it from the point 4 on number line. When subtracting negative numbers, we move to the right. Moving to the left by a negative number is the same as moving to the right by the opposite positive number. So we'll take 3 jumps towards right and we'll reach at 7. Therefore, 4 minus minus 3 is equal to 7. One more example, minus 8 minus minus 12 in the bracket. Additive inverse of minus 12 is 12. Therefore, minus 8 minus minus 12 in the bracket can be written as minus 8 plus 12. Now the representation on number line. Locate minus 8 on number line. We have to add positive integer 12. So we take 12 jumps towards right and we reach at 4. Therefore, minus 8 minus minus 12 in the bracket is equal to 4. Example of integers in our life. Changes in temperature. Depending where you live, you might experience temperatures below 0 degrees. In such cases, integers are useful for showing temperature and change in temperature. For example, if the temperature during the day is 16 degrees Celsius and overnight it falls to minus 9 degrees Celsius, by how much did the temperature change? Change in temperature is minus 9 minus 16, which is equal to minus 25 degrees Celsius. Another way is to think how far minus 9 is from 0 and how far 16 is from 0. Once we work out these as being 9 and 16, we can add them together to get a difference of minus 25. We use the negative sign because the temperature is falling. This chart is a summary of what we have learned till now, adding positive and negative integers and subtracting positive and negative integers. If you have any doubt, please mention it in my comment box. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.